Taurus, this is Tisch, Aitken, and this is your monthly report for the month of April. We've been dealing with very fixed energy this year, and you're a fixed earth sign. So at the end of 2020, we were dealing with very cardinal energy in 2020, in the age of Capricorn and with Mars in Aries for half of the year. And now we're dealing with much more fixed energy because Saturn and Jupiter both met up on the winter solstice in the fixed air sign of Aquarius and, ushered in a new 20-year vision. And for you, this occurred in a very significant part of your chart, your house of career and life goals and life direction. This is a whole new chapter for you. Saturn hasn't been in the sector of your chart since 91 to 94. Jupiter, it's been about 12 years. So now you're starting a new vision. Some of you are embarking on a new career path. Some of you are inventing or reinventing what you're doing professionally. And some of you are deciding to move in a different direction or retire or finish. But career and life goals are a huge theme for you in 2021. At the beginning, this month actually has a lot of cardinal energy, as did 2020. So we still have the Aquarian energy strong all year, and really focusing on what your goals are is huge. But we also now have a lot of cardinal energy. So on April 3rd, Mercury enters the sign of Aries and enters your 12th house of spirituality and dreams and healing work. The sun is transiting there and Venus as we begin the month. So this is a good time for you to recharge before your birthday, to get rest, to do manifesting work. Venus transiting in the 12th house is exalted. It's very creative. You are a sign ruled by Venus, so you can use that creativity to build your skills, how you create, how you can achieve your goals. Also purging all of the challenges that we've dealt with in the last year, trying to eliminate some of that, painful energy. On April 3rd, Mercury enters Aries till the 19th in your 12th house of manifesting, trying to do that manifesting work and paying attention to your dreams. On April 6th, Venus forms a sextile to Mars, and that's a really creative, romantic, and sexy energy. Mars is transiting in your second house of income and how you earn money and how you can be creative. And this is helping to tap into your imagination as well, with Venus transiting in that house. On April 9th, we have Saturn transiting, forming a trine to the north node of fate. Saturn is at the top of your chart in your house of career, and the north node of destiny is transiting in your house of income and what you value. That could bring very fated opportunities, both professionally and financially. But Mercury is meeting up with Chiron, the wounded healer, in your 12th house of emotions and spirituality. That could bring things up in order for you to heal. That's helpful for that. Mars is squaring Neptune that day, which could thwart actions and stop things or make it really murky. So pay attention to the people and situations that come your way at that time, but some things might get delayed with the Mars-Neptune square. On the 10th of April, we have very lovely energy because Venus is forming a sextile to Jupiter, and this could bring very good opportunities for you professionally and creatively. On the 11th of April, we have a new moon that takes place at 10:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this new moon is at 22 degrees and 25 minutes of Aries. It falls in your house of endings. It falls in your house of spirituality. It also triggers the Saturn-Pluto conjunction that occurred on January 12th of 2020. And that conjunction changed the structures of our world permanently. And now we are reinventing and inventing new things in the real age of Aquarius. But this is, intense. The new moon is always a time for setting intentions. It's in your house of imagination and creativity. So really tapping into that. You are so creative. But also on the day, Venus squares Pluto. And, that could be intense with power struggles, financial issues. So manifest, but know that there could be emotional or financial issues that are happening on that date as well. On the 14th of April, Venus enters your sign, where it'll be transiting until May 8th. This is beautiful. If you are single, it's excellent for your love life. It's excellent for everybody. It makes you extra magnetic and glamorous and appealing to others. It's also good for working with people and negotiating. And Venus rules your sign, so it loves being in Taurus. And it's transiting in your first house until May 8th, and that's lovely. And then on the 16th of April, we have a difficult aspect. The sun squares Pluto in the sky. And the sun is transiting in your 12th house of endings. And that could bring some power struggles and can bring endings and, just intensity and drama for all of us. On the 17th of April, we have some interesting aspects because Mars trines Jupiter in the sky. And Mars is transiting in your house of income and what you value. And it's trining Jupiter in your house of career. Mercury, the planet of communication, is forming what's known as a sextile. That's an aspect of opportunity to both of those planets. So you can achieve a lot professionally in many different ways of what you want to do. Mars and Jupiter, when they work together, are in harmony, is an aspect of good fortune, But on that date, Mercury squares Pluto. So there could be, whenever Pluto's involved, there can be power struggles. So there could be challenging communication, but it also is really good for digging in deeply into something you're doing. If you're doing research, if you're trying to gain information, if you're doing healing work or even a creative project, really getting in deep with that Pluto energy. That would be a useful direction with that. On the 19th of April, the sun enters your sign, and it'll be there until May 20th. It's your birthday season. And Mercury enters your sign, and it'll be there until May 3rd. Now there are 3 planets transiting in Taurus in your first house of new beginnings. You're attracting new opportunities, a lot of things going on, a lot of action, being very busy, really focusing on what you want your birthday, your new year to be. This is now your solar return, new beginnings. So that's positive. On the 22nd of April, we have Venus meeting up with Uranus at 10 degrees of your sign. That could bring unexpected financial opportunities, romantic opportunities. Expect the unexpected, but the moon will be in Virgo that day, making nice aspects. So I have a feeling that could be fun surprise type of thing. On the 23rd of April, Mars enters the sign of of Cancer in your 3rd house of communication and local community. It's also good for marketing and sales, and it'll be transiting there until June 12th. So this is a really good time if you want to take classes or workshops, or if you're teaching, if you're doing some local travel. Very nice energy, and that's where Mars will be for a couple of months. Then on the 24th of April, We have Mercury meeting up with Uranus. That could bring unexpected news. They can be go either way, but you know, a lot of Uranian energy with that. On the 25th of April, we have challenging influences because Venus in your sign squares Saturn in Aquarius, and that occurs at 12:22 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that could be challenging with restrictions with relationships or finances. People might be a little moody with that energy. On the 26th of April, we have a full moon that occurs in your house of relationships. It's at 11:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it occurs at 7 degrees and 6 minutes of Scorpio. And this is the day before Pluto stations retrograde at 26 degrees and 48 minutes of Capricorn. That's intense because Pluto rules the sign of Capricorn, and we feel that energy 5 days before and 5 days after. So there's likely going to be some emotional situations with relationships around that time. Venus squaring Saturn, Pluto stationing retrograde, full moon in Scorpio, where it doesn't really like to be in your house of relationships. So just recognizing you're likely to feel emotional, as are others. And with Pluto stationing retrograde, we all feel that on the collective very strongly. Again, 5 days before and 5 days after. So there could be major endings, major beginnings at that time. On the 29th of April, we have Mercury in your sign forming a sextile to Venus, and that's a nice aspect. On the 30th of April, we have the Sun and Uranus meeting up in your sign, and that could be unexpected opportunities. It could be a little bit of chaos, but it's a very busy month, good for you to achieve things. It's also your birthday season later in the month. You're going to have Venus coming to your sign, which is excellent. I wish you a lot of luck, Taurus. You've been dealing with heavy fixed Aquarian energy, but it's really a good year for you to accomplish your goals, and I wish you luck. Thank you.